Let's do this! Well, enough is enough, and it's time for a change!
Are you ready?
It is Sunday, and you're listening to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast.
Give me a hell yeah! Get some love!
Ooh, yeah! With Kinny Killa.
Hey, yo! We're in the big D tonight, baby! And we are live! Woo!
I'm the Gowden Sugar Shoe.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be! Contest the bottom line! The Stone Cold Sexer!
Hello everyone and welcome to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. It is Sunday. It is episode 53. I am the man of the hour too. So sweet to be sour, the one man with still no Instagram, Kinny Killa. And you know I'm always kicking it with the hashtag tech guy, the Welsh wizard himself, the Newport Knight, the Gowden Sugar Sugs.
Yo, yo, yo.
Today people, it is a bilingual fest. International people all over the place. We have from Oklahoma, stateside, the Vamp Ninja himself. You better be ready to be taken to Hollywood because it's Oliver Benji.
It's the Hill Yagi, what up?
We also have stateside, the Vicious Ranter himself, Tim Vicious.
Yo. Guess that almost wasn't for today.
And we have a debut on the show today. We have the Irish commodity herself, Vicky Earls.
Hello.
Don't be nervous. How are you?
I'm good. Good.
It's Mother's Day. I want to give a shout out to all mums out there. Happy Mother's Day.
Not my mum, Kinny.
Huh?
My mum don't believe in Mother's Day.
Okay, alright. Not to shook his mum.
She'd be quite offended.
Oh, wow.
If there's any cute single moms out there, you know, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to them also.
What a creeper.
Oh my god, that demographic. So precise.
I've been single for a long time now.
Oh wow, okay. How you doing though, Ollie? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good. Like I said, went to the movies last night. Saw that flick. If you haven't seen the other flicks, it's like you've seen it for the first time, but I guess I've seen this movie for the fourth time. You dig?
Yeah, I dig, man. But I'm still going to see it anyway. That's the thing. I'm still going to see it anyway. Tim, weather's crap where you are?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. I kid you not. It was like low to mid-50s all through the week, and then last night, right out of nowhere, we got snow thrown at us. Mother Nature is being a bipolar son of a bitch.
It always seems to be like that where you are in good old Pennsylvania.
Yeah, this is Erie. Erie, I swear, is like the fourth moon of Ha, like from Star Wars.
Shugs. How you been, man? Good weekend?
You know what it's like, mate. Same old shit. At least United won this week.
You know that.
But they're still terrible. They're a terrible team.
Listen, I'm hearing 200 mil, and it's still probably worth doing nothing.
Not enough.
Fuck, you know.
This is what it must feel like to be a fucking Liverpool fan for the past 20 years.
Yeah, exactly. I just hope that we don't go into the same bloody run.
Damn it.
Oh, fuck. Alright, let's get into the show, people. Twitter. All the Twitter people out there, make sure you follow us at Sunday Segue spelled S-E-G-U-E. Also, please email us. That's sundaysegue@gmail.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can watch our old episodes. Please rate us on iTunes. Also, you can listen to us on Podomatic, Stitcher Radio, and don't forget to download that Double Twist player. Also, download the Sunday Segue app. Go to apps.appmakr.com and search Sunday Segue. Right, so time for the shout outs. As usual, if I can't fit you all in, I'm sorry, but I will fit you in next week. So, shout out to @pro_moments. Shout out to Real Mick Ryan, William McCormick, Nathan Newman, Kyle Austin, Joshi Lopez, the PSD Gaming. That's Adam, Crew, and Sam Davey. Rainey, theshootonline.com, and shout out to Billy the Mark, who will be making his debut on the show in a couple of weeks. So there goes the shout outs. King Ollie, any shout outs?
I want to shout out to Robot Hammer for lending us his time machine. I'm kind of upset that the preferences were kind of off. Tim Vicious, you need to fix the preferences. Me and the Mass Mark ended up in the Civil War, and a luchador and a black guy didn't fare very well there. Thanks a lot, Tim.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. It's not my fault. I thought I changed the settings when I was done.
You better fix them next time. Hollywood ain't playing.
But you just better make sure Mark doesn't steal my bit and not have anything to say.
Hey, I don't have anything to say for him like you.
There's beef going on, people. There is beef going on across the stateside. Jeez. Tim, any shout-outs?
My homeboy, James Belmont, JX2001, me and him, we just started up our own podcast ourselves a few weeks ago called Offshoot Radio. Other than that, the old man himself, cranky asshole.
Okay, Vicky, shout-outs.
Myself?
Oh, good.
The best one there is.
Oh, yeah, you gotta love yourself. I was gonna say James too, but then I guess I should say, James Powers, because he was so nice when I was nervous. And then my good friend Stephen, at Stephen Wiles, he does, we do columns for WrestlingNewsSource.com, so yeah, we're pretty cool at writing.
Well, Stephen, I'm gonna be hollering at you soon, boy, try and get you on the show.
He's so good.
Shucks?
Nah.
Okay. Well, I'll do a shout-out on your behalf. Big up, Sandow. There you go. All right, so it's impression time, people. You know when we have a new guest, it's time to do that Fandango-ish. So, Shugs, if you've got your cards at the ready.
Always ready, mate. Always ready.
Back. Okay, Vicky, please, can you give us your best Fandango impression, please?
Oh, dear. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, I'll try, but I'm not very good. Okay, I'll go now. Fandango. Yeah?
Shugs?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. A good score. Good, medium score. 6-7. Not bad.
Oh, thanks.
That's good. We've heard some bad ones, so you're all good, girl. You got the mid-range, so it's all good. Can you please tell us your favorite all-time wrestler and your favorite current wrestler today?
My favorite all-time would be Bret Hart, for sure. And my favorite current wrestler, oh dear, I would say Daniel Bryan, but it's too obvious, so I'm gonna say, I don't know.
That's cool. You can stick with Brian. That's fine.
I'm going to stick with him just for now. I can't really... There's too many.
Okay. All right. So that's it. Let's go straight into Raw then, people. Segment 1. Ollie, let's just start with Daniel Bryan. He wasn't on the show. But people who were there live, they were a bit annoyed. But for storyline purposes, was this the best thing to do, not having him on?
I'm going to have to go back to the meme I put up probably 2 weeks ago. Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania is too mainstream, so anytime we get a Daniel Bryan appearance, Triple H dons his hipster stage and he says Daniel Bryan is too mainstream, man. I think it was a good call.
Okay. Yeah, I agree as well, especially for storyline purposes, because we don't want it to seem like, the beatdown didn't mean anything. But obviously it did. We were all taken aback. It was like a, attitude era moment. But that was last week. This is this week. Vicky, let's start Raw. Raw started with Steph on her own, running down Daniel Bryan, bigging up her husband Triple H. How refreshing was it, though, to see her, start Raw on her own?
I liked it. I love her as a heel. I think she's so good. You actually really believe her. You're sitting there going, "You're a bitch," Well, I do anyway. But she made some really good points. But it just got ruined when the two idiots came out, and I felt that it took away from her great moment,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I can definitely see that. Like Vicky just said, Tim, Orton, then Batista came out. Batista tears into Orton, then he turns his attention to Steph. What was your view on the interaction like between Steph and Batista? Because she slapped that fucking shit out of him, man.
I honest to God, when I saw her slap him, I gave I had the same look on my face Randy did. Just that, oh shit, you just got ripped by the boss.
Oh god, she slapped the shades off his face, like.
Yeah, other than that, the biggest problem that I had with it, and I say it all the time on Twitter, is Randy Orton just needs to come out and start wearing like sweatpants or something if he's not going to be in a match.
No. No.
Oh god. No, but Randy Orton, like, his reaction was funny. I found it funny, but I was just impressed with the way Steph was handling Batista. You know, the way he was just like, oh, I think she's been drilled on a lot. I was like, oh no, dude, you went there, man. But Shugs, Batista and his fucking clothes.
Mate, you didn't see what he had on fucking Smackdown.
Oh.
He looked like a fucking hobo. He looked like a fucking hobo. He looked like fucking Oscar the Great, you know, like when he's not in the bin, that's what he'd be wearing.
It almost makes me sad at.
Oh god.
It makes me sad at the fact I have that same kind of hat.
Jesus.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, listen, right, Shugs.
We need Vicky to just say, ah, Jesus.
Yeah.
Ah, Jesus.
That's what it fucking requires.
I love it. But yeah, Shugs, man, you know, we got this spear, some fucking dead out spear, and the guy rips his fucking... Listen, Batista, how many times have we told you week after week, stop shopping at Baby Gap? Bro, you're 45 years old. Stop it. Like, oh, God. I didn't realize it until I saw the pictures on Twitter.
But his pants weren't even skinny this week. They're a bit looser. He still is a jerk.
He's still dressing like fucking like his son or something. Like he's trying to be that cool dad.
You know what? He looks like the situation from Jersey Shore gone wrong.
Oh my god! There we go. There we go. We'll just end it there because Vicky has just put the span in the works and just said it how it should be. Bam, Batista, you fucking George Shore looking. But anyway, all right, let's go into segment 2. Christian versus Del Rio versus Ziggler versus Sheamus. Ollie, this match was billed as like a number 1 contendership match for the IC title. When you saw the 4 guys coming out, did you initially think we would get the match that we got?
I didn't. I really didn't, but I do not like Sheamus. I do not like him. I do not. He peaked really early. He's kind of like the guy that peaked in high school and then the rest of his life, he doesn't do anything. And that's Sheamus. I don't like him. He's not Hollywood, that's for sure.
Vicky, a couple of weeks ago, we got the Attitude Era podcast, the boys Connor and Paul. They're Irish, so we got their take on Sheamus. What's your take on Sheamus?
Well, over here, like, he can walk around anywhere in Ireland and he'll be, like, recognised but left alone. People really like him and they like what he's done for wrestling here. It's given more, like, wrestlers on the indie scene here a chance to go over to America, so he's really respected. And I think he's a hard worker. Mm-hmm. He's a good example for, I suppose, the UK and Ireland scenes, you know? We like him.
Okay, that's cool. It's just, I got a different take from Paul and Connor.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Well, maybe they know more than me.
Well, I think they were just talking about his character and how the WWE are kind of portraying him.
They do. I heard that they dye his hair and that they don't let him wear, like, you know, T-shirts and stuff out so that he is that pale or he doesn't tan. I think that is a bit, ridiculous because we're not like that.
Oh my god, I'll be like, fuck that, tanning. Yo, listen, how the hell they make you say that pale?
I don't think you need to worry about tanning.
Now we're fucked with the weather.
I'm black enough as it is, bruv. I'm blick. Anyway, Vicky, let's just get straight into the match. All 4 of these guys, you know, they had great chemistry together, told a nice story well. Ziggler is still massively over. I was just a bit surprised. The crowd were really behind him.
Yeah, but do you not kind of feel like this match was good but not good enough?
Shucks?
No, I thought it was surprisingly good, but then if you think they're all, you know, we never sit round and we never talk about them being bad workers. We always talk about them having a bad gimmick or not being pushed in the right way or not being used or, you know, the WWE needs to do something with them. We never complain about these four wrestlers being bad workers or not being good, you know? Ziggler, Del Rio, Christian, Sheamus, they always put on good matches, except they're never involved in good storylines or they're pushed in the wrong way, but they're never bad wrestlers.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That's very true.
The ending was nice. You know, everyone kind of doing their finishers, but it was done in a different way, to the point where all the fans were going crazy because Ziggler, bust a zigzag. Then Christian out of nowhere, kill switch, bam, and he faced Big E on main event, and then it looked like he got a slight concussion, so that got pulled. So, yeah, it was all in the vein for nothing. And it looks like Christian may be retiring soon, and I'm hearing on the dirt sheets that he's going to become a trainer for NXT maybe if he accepts the job, but, you know, yeah, Christian, looks like you had your one more match. Right, segment 3, Sin Cara, or should I say Sin Hunico versus Sandow. Tim, we got that fucking mystery machine coming out from Scooby-Doo. Sin Cara comes up to zero reaction. Why? Because obviously no one cares. But interesting news though, the original Sin Cara, Mystical, has officially been released. Did they give him enough, did they do enough to get him over, or was it just a failure in not realizing that they don't have anyone for him to work with?
They did everything they possibly could. I mean, they even tried giving him that John Cena rub by having him work with him a couple times. The original Mystico, they had him work with him. But the thing was, Mystico got signed too quick, and he never got really taught on how to wrestle the WWE way. And, you know, I think that's where the big mistake came in, because Sami Zayn can wrestle the same way Mystico can, but he's still in developmental because he's going through on how he's going through on how they do.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, I when I first saw him, I thought, oh yeah, this is cool, and I was surprised that he didn't go down to developmental, like you said, like Sami Zayn, and Samurai Del Sol's still down there, Kalisto, he's still down there, learning the trade, and I'm sure when he comes up, he will overtake that whole Sin Cara, banner and become something different. But Shugs, man, Sandow. Man, he's getting more shit on him like fucking Tom Cleverley, man, at United.
It breaks my heart, man. It breaks my heart. Just to see him in this position, just to see him, just getting shit on. But I don't know, like every time this happens, you think, what did they do? Who have they pissed off? But I just think, I just think they've just got nothing for him, But it seems like they've stripped away any character that he had. That's the worst bit.
He's coming like fucking Superman. He's just like Clark Kent now. No robe. Fucking his hair's longer. He just looks weird. He looks like just your generic wrestler with the generic look.
Like Idol Stevens.
There you go. Oh, good. All right, let's go into segment 4, which was the Triple H interview. Sat down, Vicky sat down with Michael Cole. And he goes in on the fans, says he's tired of them, but he also lays some facts down about his role. How right though was he, what he did in terms of distancing himself from, his CEO role and saying that, he's a competitor?
I think it's fantastic. I get really into this whole storyline since last year. I get really angry at him, and I get, way too involved, like it's real life, but I think what he's doing is separating himself and just kind of pissing all of us off even more. It's fantastic. But I had a thought the other night, wouldn't it be horrible if he won the belt at WrestleMania, but also kind of a genius move at the same time? I kind of think that would be awesome. And then for Brian to win it back at SummerSlam or something, I don't know. I
do, that idea is not, it's what people have thought about it, yeah, but at the same time, it's like, how long can you hold off this Daniel Bryan thing? It's like it's like bleeding a stone, trying to bleed a stone. It's like you're trying to do it too long. I think they should do it at WrestleMania. When is the best time to do it? Really, we're gonna do it at WrestleMania. In quotation marks, a new season, will happen after WrestleMania, and it'll be the Daniel Bryan, kind of time. But hopefully he gets a decent reign. But yeah, Sugs though, Triple H decided to try and do like some kind of clever marketing rally by trying to name this new time the reality era, saying it like fucking like 100 times in 3 minutes. But was there like truth behind what he said? Do you think that it needs to be named something like that, the reality era? Do you like that name?
Well, yeah, if this is the next thing up from the PG era, then yeah, I think it's a suitable name, If this means it's the end of the PG era, I suppose we've been, since Total Divas and maybe since like the Pipe Bomb, that we've been in the reality era, where we're doing these like work shoots and you don't know what is real and what is not, They post stuff on WWE Network and, even the storylines and the things they report on there, on the WWE.com and stuff, and these interviews with Triple H every week. I think it's a suitable name for it. That's what we're living in, where you don't really know what's true and what's not.
Yeah, and I suppose it's what is kind of needed, I mean, it is 2014 and it is kind of what we need. There's so much smart marks out there now, us IWC, where even, they look at us even more now and they kind of dictate things a little bit more on what's going on in the IWC. So it's, by no means is it not a good name. I think it is a good name, and I think it's definitely something that stands out today within wrestling. Alright, that's enough for Triple H and his bloody big nose looking like fucking penguin from Batman.
Badger.
Badger. Animals of carving wood. Oh, I remember that shit. Anyway, segment 5, Ollie, Fandango versus Cody. Obviously filler match, but let's talk about Cody dust because Fandango's kind of beginning to stink out the joint. Why are Cody dust not in the title match at WrestleMania instead of Ryback? Why do you think?
Why are they in it instead of Ryback? Huh?
Why are they not in the title match, the tag title match at WrestleMania? Because Ryback is in it, and why do you think they're not in that title match? Why are they in the?
Because they're too good. They're just too good together. And I guess the WWE mentality is when you've got something that's too good that isn't John Cena or isn't Triple H, you wanna crap on it. Oh, and Kenny, man, dude, you know why I sound tired? Because last night after the movie, I went to the future, and this could be a parallel future because it still hasn't happened, but Triple H won the belts. And I kid you not, man, everybody stopped watching WWE. People were watching TNA. Daniel Bryan was living in a cardboard box somewhere in Washington. It was a horrible future, and I don't ever want that to happen. But, I mean, it's not my call.
You stoned.
I'm just more still shocked at the fact that in that future people are watching TNA.
Yeah. And they're actually still around.
Ouch.
Sorry, dude. I just had to do a cheap dig there. But nah, like Jim Ross says, TNA, we shouldn't see it as the baby brother. We should see it as an alternative. An alternative that I like to call total non-stop ass shit. But at the same time, it is an alternative. Magnus, big up Magnus, he's doing his thing right now. But yeah, we'll see what happens with the rest of them. Fuck Willow. Yeah, that's that's all I can say.
Dude, don't get started on Willow, because if you start talking about that, you're automatically going to get an acid trip.
Well, all right,
by talking about him.
The only time I'm going to talk about TNA is when I'm on Ollie's show, yeah? When I get on Ollie's show, I'll give my views. Until then, we're talking WWE. Has anyone watched Total Divas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I do.
Hey, listen, don't be sorry. I watch it too. I ain't going to lie. Not going to lie. It's fucking sick.
I got The Walking Dead that night, so...
I don't like
Yeah,
that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but zombies are way cooler.
Hey, I watch both, man. I watch both. It comes on Monday over here, so the day after you guys. But what do you think of Summer Rae though, Vicky, on Total Divas?
I think she's brilliant. She's a little bitch, and I love it.
That's what we need, those people. Like, because Eva Marie's just not. She's not doing the bitchiness. It's not as much as you would like. But Summer Rae is proper going in there, ruffling feathers, going on mad, slapping people in the face.
Oh, I love it. Isn't that this week?
No, it's today, I think.
Yeah, she slaps Natty, isn't it? Yeah, or Natalia. I think it's trash TV, but I cannot not watch it. I'm kind of obsessed with Nikki Bella as well. So.
Hey, listen, you're not the only one. Listen, when she came out on Raw, just gone, she got a nice pot. Bree didn't get nothing. Nikki got the pot. So, she's like we said a couple of weeks ago, she's carrying on a hood. She's carrying on ghetto right now. She is carrying on ghetto. Anyway,
she's carrying on her boobs.
Let's go into segment 6, which was Hogan, Arnie, and Joe Manganeillo segment. Hogan comes up to a massive pot. Again, starts trying to sell me something, trying to sell me shit like it was a shopping channel. Then he introduces Arnie and Manganeillo, but he calls Manganeillo Magnioli, like he's some fucking pasta.
Well, you know what? Something, Kenny. I'm gonna tell you something, brother. First, you gotta go and sign up for this, and then I'm gonna tell you about that. Yeah.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, that base. Oh, I haven't even started yet. But yeah, Hogan did better than me. I couldn't pronounce that guy's name. My life depended on it.
I've been practicing, trust me.
Yeah, the most I could say is Mag. That's it.
Good. So then the bullback comes out, the Miz. This guy is beyond a joke, man.
And the funniest part of that segment is he said that Schwarzenegger and Mag pretend to be tough guys, whereas he is a real tough guy.
That was
Who
brilliant.
the hell thinks The Miz is a tough guy?
He's
I
tough,
could beat
man.
him up.
He's
Don't
tough.
you think he looks tough in his suit?
He's as tough as my fucking dry foot, bro.
And his
Ew.
fucking hair is just, it is so
Shut-
terrible.
Shucks, how dare this guy fucking mention, the Marine 2 and Xmas Bounty when you're right in the ring with fucking real Hollywood superstars?
Thing is, like, whatever you say to The Miz, he's been the WWE champ.
Yeah.
He's main evented WrestleMania, and he won. And, above all, have you seen his wife? Not even his gal.
Oh,
have you
Lord.
seen my wife? And then,
Listen.
what can you say to him? What can you say to this guy?
Can't say shit.
Nothing.
He just spits. All he has to say is Maurice Oulet. That's it.
Exactly. Have you seen my gal? Exactly. Say nothing. Keep talking. Fuck you.
Oh, good.
Herbert.
Hey, man, we didn't say nothing derogatory.
I'm just saying. There you go. Keep walking.
Just calmly say
Have you
it.
seen my gal? If so, keep walking.
Don't say nothing, just walk. Vicky, I thought though when Manganeillo, he took the mic, he was gonna fuck up, but he handled himself quite well though, didn't you think?
I wasn't listening. I was just watching him.
And you say we're a perv.
And I actually found a picture of him on like Google or something, and it's a topless one, and it's my iPad screen, so he can talk all he wants. I'm just looking.
Okay, I'll go into our next question for you then. Does Hogan need to be on the Go Home show?
No, I don't mean to be bad, okay?
Yes, you do.
I get that he's a freaking legend and all, but I'm actually getting sick of him already. I just kind of want him to fuck off. Can I say that?
Yes, listen, we curse. You've heard me curse. We curse. It's all good, man.
I think it's great that he's doing WrestleMania, blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of mark out over the song more than him, like his his music. I don't know. It's just a bit boring, if I'm honest. That's just me, though. I mean, I'm sure everyone else loves it. I think it's a bit boring.
Yeah, I mean,
kind of cringe.
The nostalgia's kind of gone now. He's here and it's good, but stop trying to sell me something like it's QVC. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to, you know.
This is one of the drawbacks of the reality era. People got no attention spans. You know, the attention spans are shorter. You know, you don't appreciate shit.
Well, I don't think
considered,
that.
Though,
What?
all things considered, which would we rather have? Michael Cole plugging the network in
Oh.
the app, or Hogan plugging it?
We don't get a choice. We just get both.
Yeah. God damn it.
If you've got an
Yeah, but at
Android
least with
phone,
Hogan we get a good song. But at least with Hogan we get a good song first before we have to hear it.
yeah.
Imagine Ultimate Warrior though. Imagine if it was Warrior fucking selling
That would be the shit. That would be fucking immense.
That would be so sick. Oh god. Okay. Ollie, you got anything else to say on this?
Not really. Hulk Hogan watch just like used to be in TNA. Yeah, he doesn't need to be on TV much. Just here and there, you know, enough for the nostalgia, but don't be selling me something, man.
Because we got enough.
Yes.
Alright, we're going to go to segment 7. And segment 7, I have named Bunch of Bullshit. Right? And the reason I named it Bunch of Bullshit is because Sugs is going to play my motherfucking music. Play my music, man. Right. This fucking filler matches. All of these fucking filler matches can just fuck right off of my TV. Listen, right? From fucking Big Show to Titus O'Neil, right? Backstory to Ross Matadores, fucking Sandow, Sin Cara, AJ Naomi. What's the point? What is the fucking point of having that on my TV? I wouldn't be so pissed off, yeah, if the matches were good, yeah? It wouldn't matter. If the matches were good, it wouldn't matter. But these matches don't mean shit. Right, alright, here's the first case, okay? Right back to Los Matadores. Why the fuck are you going to get these two teams to walk down the fucking aisle into the ring, throw two kayfabe tumps, and then let the Shield come down to the ring? Why not play Ryback's music? They don't come out. We go to backstage, and the Shield is fucking tanning them up. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see them traipse to the ring, have a no match, no commentary, nothing, and then the Shield, and then oh, the Shield's here. I don't want to see that shit. I do not want to see that. Then we get the Divas, yeah? Fucking, we get Naomi and AJ coming out, yeah? AJ clears the ring, walks back. Fucking, then we gotta hear Vicky's voice, not Vicky Earls, Vicky Guerrero. We gotta hear Vicky's voice squealing like some pig, fucking telling all the Divas, oh, we're gonna have some invitational. All these Divas come out. Where the hell does Eva Marie and Oksana and Rosa Mendes get off getting a WrestleMania payday when you got Tyson Kidd and all them man there, just in the background doing fuck all? Answer me that. Layla as well. She's been off TV for months. And then she gets on TV and she gets a WrestleMania payday.
Rosa.
In some dead up Layla. In some dead up match.
Yeah, I'm talking about Rosa. Do you see her? She was looking boom.
I don't give a fuck.
There's a female here.
But at the same time, like, what? Oh my god. Just leave it alone. Leave these matches alone. If they're not going to be good, I would rather you put on Adrian Neville, right, and Sami Zayn in some little match,
Neville,
yeah?
Man.
Nah, man, fuck both Dallas, right? Put them in some little match. I'd rather see a good match between them two than seeing fucking Big Show and just knock two shits out of Titus O'Neil when he's been meant to be getting a push. Fuck that, man. Anyway, that's enough of that. I don't want to talk about a bunch of bullshit anymore. Let's go to something that's good. Segment 8, John Cena versus Harper. Sugs, I was expecting this to be some quick match, but instead we got a fucking crazy. Harper was going on nuts, and the crowd were loving it. Like, he impressed me, man.
Yeah, I think, like, obviously we know about Eric Rowan, but he seems to have, like, impressed as well. He seems to have got better, but, like, Harper's been doing this shit for a while now, like, you know, slowly. Probably a bit like, you know, like, not as good as Seth Rollins, but he's been like the Seth Rollins of the fucking Wyatt family. He's the one who's always in the matches. He's the one who's always working. He's the one who's always in the ring. So if he hadn't improved and hadn't got better, then, you know, you would know that he's never going to be any good, you know? But he's been doing all the matches. If you look at the ring time, you know, because Bray had that injury, and was out, and Ramon can fucking wrestle. So Luke Harper's been the one who's been improving, getting all the minutes, and doing all the matches. And, you know, Cena really has a bad match. You know, to give him credit, you know, he can work. He's got 5 matches, but he can sell, like, you know, like shit until, like, obviously he comes back, does his fucking attitude adjustment, and then wins in, like, 1 second. But, yeah, I thought it was a really good match. Because what happens is, they have a good match on SmackDown, and they're like, oh, that was really good, we'll put it on Raw. And that's what happened last week.
Yeah, it's his moveset, man. It's his moveset. He's doing stuff that I just haven't seen. Like, he did a thing where he just lifted him up and just threw him face first onto the mat. I was like, hey, this guy is going in. He's just fucking up Cena. He's giving him power bombs, lariats. Yeah, Ollie, really good match back and forth. But the ending, when the ending came, yeah, when the lights went out, and we get such an amazing image of Cena tied up in the ropes with that sheep's mask on and Bray just laughing. How important was this visual, you know, for the fans to see in terms of, you know, the build for the Mania match?
I think we all needed to see that, totally. I need to see a beaten Cena with the goat's mask on. That.
Bad. Oh, God. But what?
Mask, something over his face, man.
Like, this is the thing, like, we know that, like, in the Attitude Era, Cena's would have been, like, strung up, and, you know, they would have been, like, fucking whipping him or putting fucking a battery to his fucking nipples or something like that. But this is the closest.
Oh my God!
This is the closest we're gonna get, like, you know?
Hey,
you can imagine with, like, fucking Bray Wyatt with a fucking car battery attached to Cena's fucking ball bag, and then just Luke Harper's, like, pressing the wires together and Cena screaming and fucking JR's having a heart attack. But this is the closest we're going to get.
Yeah, could you imagine Bray with, like, a meat cleaver just, like, shining it up?
Or like on Casino Royale where Cena's sat on the seat and they're whipping his fucking balls at the bottom of the chair.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
don't forget what we saw Kane, okay, with Shane O'Mac on the nutsack. Hey. Don't forget, that wasn't too long ago.
When, who was it, Kai and Ty, they chopped off Val Venus's penis?
Choppy the pee-pee.
Choppy, your pee-pee!
Choppy. And don't forget, obviously, Bossman, you know, Pepper.
Exactly.
Frying up Pepper.
Tastes good. Maybe could have done that to Nikki Bella and just air her.
Oh my
God. Oh, God. Hey, Bossman was in some nice feuds at the end. I mean, Bossman and Big Show, when he drove bloody Big Show's dad from the funeral in the casket, man. That was cool. Big Show lying on the casket. Dad, no! Oh, God. Anyway, let's go on to the next segment. Razor Ramon in the Hall of Fame. Oye me chico. Tim, what do you think of this induction? Well deserved?
Definitely well deserved and long overdue. I think I'm pretty much safe to say, you know, he set the bar for being the cool bad guy, the bad guy that everyone loved to hate.
Vicky, why didn't they put in Scott Hall?
What?
Like, why did they put in Razor Ramon and not Scott Hall?
I think maybe people, I don't mean to sound bad, but sometimes people forget about certain wrestlers and forget how, you know, they're not going to remember Scott Hall, they're going to remember Razor Ramon, do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, and so I remember Razor Ramon, like, and I went, oh, Scott Hall, do you know, does that make sense? Do I sound like an idiot? I don't know, but...
No. I remember, well, I kind of look back a bit and remember him as, I swear he was a diamond stud as well.
Did like Scott Hall, did they come back to WWE as Scott Hall for like, for much time?
2002, No Way Out.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think like Razor Ramon is like what they can remember him, and they associate with Scott Hall with being like a crackhead, really.
Yeah, and a
some
pervert.
Pissed up guy shaking all over the place, where you consider Razor Ramon, you remember him in his prime, or you remember him good, like, you know, but if you think of Scott Hall, you just think of a fucking gibbering mess. So maybe they just want to promote the good stuff and forget the Scott Hall bit ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was also reading
Yeah,
on the dirt sheets the other day, they were considering inducting the NWO next year. So if they did that, so they may have been thinking just say Hogan, Nash, and Hall, and then say Razor's in, but now Hall is.
Okay. Well, then you know what's gonna happen. Then you're gonna get all of these guys. You're gonna get Virgil on the streets of New York, in the subway on the side saying, "Oh, former WWE wrestler and you know, in quotation marks, Hall of Fame."
Grand Central Station to get fucking Virgil.
Because he's gonna be saying, "Oh yeah, I was part of the NWO. I'm in the fucking Hall of Fame. Where's my ring, sucker?" Like that's what he's probably gonna be doing. Fucking charging $10 for a fucking autograph. Piss take. Right, let's go into the next segment, which was Shield versus the Real Americans, I believe. Okay, so now for me, this match, you know, it was really good. We had so many good spot Shugs, like plus it was like different seeing like Ambrose in trouble. I noticed that a lot. Ambrose was the one that was in trouble. Usually it was Rollins, but you know, this time it was Ambrose. But these teams just beat the shit out of each other, man.
Yeah, I just think that obviously we had, say, maybe 3-4 weeks of a build for a Real American split, and then it's just been like, no, actually, we're pushing them, and we're gonna fucking light a fire underneath them, because they seem to be getting over, and they seem to be working well, and there's no signs of a breakup or anything. They just seem to be like, you know, really pushing them as a strong tag team who might have a chance of like winning the title and beating the Usos. Strange.
I know. I mean, the match in itself, though, man. Some of the spots in this match were just sick. I mean, Tim, right? The double team, right, on Ambrose that the Real Americans did. They just swung this guy into the barricade. I was like, what the hell?
I gave a Road Warrior pop when I saw that.
We also got Cesaro's swing, you know, 20 rotations, which is starting to become the norm. A massive lariat on Cesaro by Ambrose, thrown into the turnbuckle, and then he, you know, came back out with an exploder, what's it called, lariat. Then we saw a crazy end sequence, hot tag by Rollins, drop kick to Cesaro on the apron, face buster on the turnbuckle on Swagger, fucking monkey flips Cesaro to the outside. And then
the fucking the dual suicide dive, going on Cesaro and then right onto Swagger and landing on his fucking feet doing it.
I know, it was nuts. And then he did, what else did he do after that? Then he did, he dives onto him, right? Kamikaze somersault onto Swagger's head. Shugs, I know you love that.
Yeah, he seems to just like, but he just like lands on him and then just goes onto his feet. Like he flips over, sort of like sits on their face, and then just like, I don't know how he does half the shit he's doing. Like, you know, he seems like he's like Jeff Hardy, but he seems to do it in like a safe way, whereas he seems to be like he seems to like protect himself. You know, where he's not just jumping and thinking, whatever fucking happens, I don't care, because I'm popped so many pills, I don't know what's going to fucking happen.
Speaking of Jeff Hardy, Ollie,
I love Jeff Hardy, man. I love Jeff Hardy.
I love him too, but do you think that, you know, Jeff Hardy took too many pills and then out came Willow? That's what happened.
We live, we die.
I was waiting for that.
Hey, no. This is the bad part about it, and I think I put a meme on my Twitter. Jeff Hardy is the version that was messed up. Willow is the version that's not messed up.
It's just not right. It's just not right. Willow.
Ollie, it's just like what Mark said, and he has creative control. Just let that sink in.
Oh God.
Yeah.
This guy. I mean, the face paint and all that looks kind of sick, but it's yeah. What can we say? Yeah, let's carry on with this. All right. Let's just look at the ending again. All right. Kamikaze somersault onto the head. Reverse Patriot. Right. He reverses the Patriot lock into an Intiguri, then a curb stomp, which I believe they're starting to call it Peace of Mind, Shugs.
Yep, Peace of Mind.
Peace of mind.
Why? The blackout was fine.
I know. I loved it.
I think
seriously
they just
loved it.
try and make all their names like a bit more PG and a bit more, so they don't want like 10-year-old kids looking away and saying, "What's a curb stomp, mommy?" and then finding out what fucking one is. So they just call it peace of mind.
Yeah, pieces of your mind left on the floor after I curb stomped your
That
ass.
sounds so gay.
Did you hear what they named Ambrose's headlock driver?
Oh, Dirty Deeds or something?
Yeah, that. They named Ambrose's headlock driver Dirty Deeds.
Are you serious?
I'm gonna do
Best
some
thing is
Dirty
a heart
Deeds.
attack.
and
Cole is like, and I think he calls that dirty deeds. And you're like, oh, thanks.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
like-
Seriously wrong.
Oh my god. Anyway, then after, Rollins was blindsided by Cesaro, which looked like he got fucking whiplash. Superman punched by Reigns, spear on the outside, powerbomb through the table. What the fuck, man? This is some sick shit. Ollie, should WWE though be careful about how much babyface heat, they put on the Shield, or will this, help them in the end with their breakup?
Man, I still believe in the Shield. I really do not want them to break up. And about the babyface heat, man, even when they're not trying to, you get a lot of babyface heat. I still hate John Cena.
Here. Oh, God. Rollins is just a star. He's just a star. At the end of this, Vicky, we see, not just Corporate Kane, we see Corporate Billy and Road Dogg.
You're not gonna like what I'm gonna say.
Hey, go for it.
The New Age Outlaws, really, like, maybe this is gonna be a good angle for them, I don't know, but seriously, like, get the fuck off my screen. You're just, no, thank you. I just want them to use what they have in the back. I don't mind people coming back, all the old names, whatever, but I just think it's stupid when they're coming back and taking titles and there's perfectly good tag teams in the back and all that kind of crap, you know what I mean? Yeah. But whatever about Kane, I think I like this kind of Kane. I like that what they've done, because I thought it was boring at first, but they're kind of, it's a bit more interesting now, I guess. I don't know.
Kane wearing the wife beater.
Oh yeah, such a turn on.
But no, we have been agreeing with with you in terms of the Old Age Outlaws. We've been saying for weeks, Shug's been saying, get that peroxide pushback off my TV, So it is what it is. But should Rowan and Harper be taking the Outlaws position with Kane at Mania?
That could be good.
Alright, because obviously we don't want to see their ascension in that, in that position.
Yeah.
But I don't want to see New Age Outlaws. But apparently New Age Outlaws said to, Triple H, we want to work with the Shield before they break up. So.
Which is fair enough, I guess. Yeah. I can't blame them.
Okay, alright, let's go into the final segment of Raw, which is Lesnar and Taker. Shugs Heyman comes out, with Brock, starts spitting the same shit that we've heard over the last 3 weeks. But then, Brock grabs the mic and we get the return of the scream.
Fucking great. Let's do it.
Let's do this!
You're here. I'm here. Let's do this!
WWE needs to make a new shirt. Instead of it being one that says Fear the Beard, to have it be Fear the Squawk. And then just have a picture of Brock Lesnar on the back doing the Brock Squawk.
Sponsored by Jimmy John's.
Oh my God.
Exactly, yes, book that. Make that merch.
I ain't come here to promote, I come to fight. So
and
let's do this!
It was fucking brilliant.
We're bastards, we are.
Oh my God! Someone's definitely made a Twitter thing called Brock Lesnar. I've heard one. It says Brock Lesnar scream, but I want to see something else with Brock Lesnar squawk. Like, oh God, let's do this. Jeez.
I just think that fucking Brock Lesnar is just like so good, and I think it's because we don't get to see much of him. You just like appreciate him when he's on TV. Like, when he started throwing those fucking monitors the other week and just, like, cleared the ring and, like, must have hit somebody on the other side. And everyone's like, oh, shit. But, like, he just does not give a fuck. They're paying him so much money, he knows he can just do whatever he fucking wants.
This is gonna fuck you.
You know? Because, like, you worry about all these people in the back, they're scared to take a chance, you know, scared to do anything because it's the only show in town, like, really. But then you got people like Brock Lesnar, just does not fucking care.
Love it.
Fucking great.
Same lights go out, and then we get that, I don't even know what music it is, that church, the
Oh dear.
But I thought it went on for way too long. It would go and stop. And start again, and I'm like, yo, this is going on for like 10 minutes. I'm looking at the show, it's saying that we got like 15 minutes left. Why are they still doing the music?
Hey, Kenny.
Yep.
Hey, Kenny, while that's going on, Zack Ryder and Tyson Kidd are sitting in the back crying.
And don't forget, Randy Orton has only walked halfway down the ramp in that 10 minutes, you know?
Oh my god. Listen, I guarantee Tyson Kidd and Zack Ryder are one of the druids.
And Kurt
Well,
Hawkins.
at least they didn't have Dean Ambrose as a druid this time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I think they did. I think they stretched that out just because they realized they didn't have enough matches to fill all the time. And they're like, oh shit, what do we do? Okay, guys, don't go down there take longer to go down there.
Right, just fucking.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, like, I'm lucky that, you know, I record it. Some people watch it live. I record it, so I can fast forward that shit, and I can just, you know, keep going. But it was so long. Ollie, I mean, I'm disappointed with the build up to this match, you know, the Mania match. Do you feel like it's almost like lazy booking?
It is. I think they're expecting that they can capitalize on something that should have happened, 3 years ago? When Undertaker was like, hey, Brock, you still want to go? Right? I mean, they think they can capitalize on something like that. But you know what? Hollywood does not give two craps about that match. Like, for real. Mm-hmm. Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar, like, for real. It should be good on paper, but I've seen the future.
Jeez, he's tired.
Yeah. Good. All right, Vicky, you want to say anything else? You write down anything else about this segment?
I didn't enjoy it. I didn't think it was that great, like what everyone else is saying. It just seems to be kind of poor booking. You know, it's the Undertaker. I should be excited, and I'm not at all.
Okay. All right. So that's the end of Raw, then, people. Let's get our Raw ratings, please. Shugs, Raw rating.
I think just like a standard 6.
Flat 6, okay. Vicky?
Yeah, 6 as well.
Okay. Ollie?
I'm gonna give it a 7. That Raw Americans match was good, man.
Okay. And Tim?
I'm gonna be the middleman and say 6.5, just because aside from the Shield and Real Americans match, the part that I popped over like crazy was when Brock hit his head on the casket at the end.
Fucking great.
Oh, good. All right. Is that it? Is that everyone giving their Raw rating?
Yep.
Yep. All right. So let's go to feedback. I'll start off, Shugs. We will go with Brendan's banters. Okay. Opening segment. Steph said that the fans was disgusted to what they saw last week on Monday Night Raw. Daniel Bryan needed a lesson about who was in charge. Is Triple H's ego really that large? Orton came out to do some ass kissing. Batista said it was the point that was missing. Batista went out to his way to insult Stephanie Mac. Let's face it, he wants her in the sack. Oh, how almighty have fallen, their egos not so swollen. 4 good men in this fatal 4, as Christian got 1 foot out of the door. Sandow got a jobber's entrance as Triple H continues to take his vengeance. This match was really poo. The only thing entertaining was Scooby-Doo. The Shield caused the distraction with this Axel's audition for Fatal Attraction. They made a deal with the devil to get themselves a label. the Shield was put them through the table. Triple H said Bryan had a lesson that needed to be learned, and for that he got burnt. Triple H said that Bryan tried to hijack Raw the other week, that there is no yes movement. Well, let's face it, on Randy Orton, it would be an improvement. Summer Rae danced with Goldust, which caused Fandango a distraction. Cody took the win to a great reaction. Big Show versus Tyson O'Neil. This match really ain't a big deal. Show hit the WMD for the 1-2-3. Round 2 of Cena versus Harper. Cena looked like he wanted to scarp her. This is a good match. I saw Cena in a new light. Naomi won by count out. Vicky came out and started to shout they will be in a 14 Diva Battle Royal. AJ blood started to boil. There isn't any dilemma. The winner clearly should be Emma. The Shield got the revenge on Cesaro and Swagger. I can't feel King sharpen his dagger. Reigns hits a great spear as the Shield continues to show no fear. Finally, Heyman cut a great promo and demanded that the Taker come to the ring. The Druids music started to sing. Brock checked the casket, it was empty. Brock started to smile aplenty. Then he screamed so loud, he heard it on the LI. Uplifted the casket list. I thought Heyman was gonna cry. Undertaker made his intentions clear. As for Brock, all I can say is, oh dear. 5 out of 10. You're killing me, Brendan. You're killing me, man, with these. Come on, brother. You're killing me, man. Make him shorter, bruv. Sugs.
Alright, M. Cook. Batista had a really bad 50 minutes. Microphone fuck. Sunglasses fuck with a bitch slap from Stephanie McMahon, and his jeans ripped the fuck. He had a fake smile on his face. He looked like he was about to cry. This is why Randy Orton always wears his ring gear for a situation like this. I see 4-way. I enjoyed this match. Crowd really loved it and wanted Ziggler to win, so it was no surprise he lost. Sin Cara, Sandow, they missed a trick here. They could have had Sandow in disguise, call Havoc all day, and when he lost, they could have pulled off the mask in Scooby style. The Terminator needs an upgrade. The Miz says people still talk about him main event in WrestleMania. He needs to be told that people are talking about it because we're compared in how far he has fallen. Fantastic news. Emma is going to be in a Divas title match. Hope she wins. However, if we see her as a comedy act, it probably won't happen. Razor Ramon, I think his friend from King of the Ring, Savio Vega, should induct him. Shield versus Real Americans, great match. And the post-demolition of Cesaro was amazing. One thing I've noticed about the Cesaro swing, the crowd count every half turn. So if they count to 20, I'm not sure that is good counting. I don't fucking know. Brock Lesnar and Undertaker. Brock Lesnar should not be allowed to speak if his balls have not fully dropped yet. Undertaker will never get into the magic circle with bullshit like this. You can see the ring apron move. He also needed a bigger casket. He looked like he was ready to give birth with his knees up like that. For a change, the matches were better than promos. However, I feel the promos should be as good as the matches to promote the pay-per-view. 7 out of 10.
Oh, good. Alright, Joshua Smith, Raw review. Great promo from Stephanie. I'm starting to warm to her as a heel authority figure. Great slap, and if you didn't notice, go back and check out her underwear as she leaves the ring.
What?
What?
Oh,
Wait,
Josh.
what?
Hey, I'll read that again, right, Josh? Great promo from Steph, started to warm to her as a heel authority figure. Great slap, and if you didn't notice, go back, check out her underwear as she leaves the ring. Fatal 4-way, best match of the night by far, but as James Power said on his Wrestling Rambles, no build-up, was just random. Wish Triple H would have fucked up Cole in that interview segment, so was let down by that. I'm liking the little feud between Goldust and Fandango and Summer Rae. For the second week in a row, there's an S&M segment for creeps out there, but it was a hilarious image with Cena wearing that match. Not sure why he's gone from mocking them to being shit scared. I get over a long period, but last week he was singing to Wyatt. Impressed by Rollins in this match. This guy is on fire as of late. Take a segment, brilliant, but just wish that we had more encounters. We've hardly seen them together, so the feud and hype is quite weak. Overall, poor Raw match wise. Feel like we had loads of talking segments. Suppose after 3 weeks of gold, only way was down. 5 out of 10.
Okay, James Powers. Steph gushed over Hunter's accolades and labelled him the most powerful man in WWE. I have a feeling that last line will come up again if Vince McMahon returns to television. Very entertaining 4-way. Sure, there were some flaws, but the overall action made up for it. More excellent mic work from Wyatt. If there wasn't, it wasn't the type to generate heat, but I love the storyline about how you can't harm something that doesn't feel. Hunico hit the Swanton Bomb for the clean win. Cole said Ryback and Axel were out of the Battle Royale because they will be challenging for the titles at WrestleMania. Yeah, like they deserve that. Triple H interview. I don't know why they went with a sit-down interview approach rather than having Triple H just show up and deliver a promo. Lawler said he wants just one date with Summer. JBL said that could be fatal. If she dies, she dies. Lawler responded during the match. Goldust walked over and toyed with Summer. Goldust beats Fandango clean, but Cody needs a weird distraction win. Hogan poked it at the WrestleMania 30 and said that he was really excited. Said he was jacked up about the Andre Battle Royale. Yes, we know you tell us every week. A loud Punk chant in the O'Neal match. Titus got a little offense, but Show speared him and put him away. That was awesome. It was a unique non-finish, but I wouldn't go that far. The way Cena went from mocking Wyatt as a Jimmy Buffett clone to somebody fearing him last week and having a panic attack backstage before his match. AJ versus Naomi. Vicky announced that Lee will compete about the entire Diva roster. The video aired for Razor Ramon, focused entirely on Razor Ramon, and did not include any Scott Hall. So do we think he's going to be in character for his induction? A strong outing for the Shield. The live crowd was more into chanting "We the People" at the beginning of the match, but Rollins really won them over with his big spots, and the crowd got into the overall match. The match announcement didn't generate much of a reaction. It feels like a letdown for the Shield. Brock take a promo. A great segment for both The Undertaker in the casket was brilliant, and then Brock screams like a bitch, and Heyman's epic promos. I can't wait to see how it goes. 5 out of 10.
Okay, alright. So quickly, just before we go to the break, I just want to mention, unless people don't know, King Bingus is, he's doing a run basically for hashtag #SexyBoy1. So what he wants to do is get everyone to try and send Shawn Michaels' entrance theme to #1 in the charts on iTunes. So if you want to make it count, you have to make sure that you buy it tomorrow. It starts tomorrow. So yeah, basically, let's try and, IWC, let's try and do something funny for 30 years of WrestleMania. Get Shawn Michaels to #1. You can go to kingbinguswrestling.blogspot.co.uk and read up a bit more about it. He'll tell you how to find the good versions for it and blah, blah, blah. But it'll be a funny thing to do. Let's just get everyone together. IWC, get Shawn Michaels to #1. Hashtag #SexyBoy1. There you go. All right, so we're going to go to a break now, and we'll be back with Smackdown in 60 seconds, Sugs Stunners, and In the Words Of. So don't you miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Anthony Walker, host of the Wrestling Manners podcast, coming April 7th. Just want to promote my information. April 7th, the Wrestling Manners podcast begins on YouTube at www.youtube.com/A, J, W, Wrestling Manners, all in one word. Go to www.facebook.com/Wrestling Matters, same thing, WMP, WMP, and then podcast. That's the Wrestling Matters podcast Facebook page, at WN Podcast on Twitter. Go to that and follow that. I'm promoting it. It's coming soon. In fact, it's coming April 7th to YouTube. I cannot wait. I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am doing it. And also, it's coming to iTunes, Automatic, and whatever else sites there is. So be sure to look out for that as well. Upcoming as well, mainly on iTunes as well. That is the Wrestling Matters podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Walker. It's coming April 7th to YouTube. Wrestling Matters, wrestling fans, and why? You damn right.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. It is me, Kinny Killa, and I am always here with the gal and Sugar Sugs. I'm also here with King Ollie, Tim Vicious, and the lovely Vicky Earls. So right about now, Smackdown in 60 seconds. Roll with it, Sugs.
Okay, so Sandow versus Sin Cara again. This shit breaks my heart. Sin Cara wins. Big Show calls the Wyatts twisted backstage with Renee. And we get Ambrose and Rollins against 3MB. Quick match. Kane comes out in his suits with the Outlaws in their suits. Makes another match straight away for Rollins and Ambrose against Rybacksaw. Rollins just starts fucking bouncing around like a bouncy ball again and hits Axel with a piece of mind for the win. Batista comes out looking like fucking Oscar the Grouch. Says he's been waiting for years to come back to the WWE, and then he gets booed, but they cheer Bryan. Triple H comes out, gets in his face, and makes a match with Sheamus. Goldust against Fandango. Another distraction by Summer Rae, and Fandango gets a roll-up win. Sheamus against Batista. Batista can't keep Sheamus down, keeps getting up all the time, so hits him with a chair outside the ring, inside the ring for a Batista bomb, and then says to Triple H he's leaving the WrestleMania as the champ. Deal with it. Riot promo, another great one. Brave bringing back the singing again, singing he's got the whole world in his hands. Get a Divas match. Who cares? Jimmy Uso against Swagger. Ankle lock and Jimmy taps out, and the Rear Americans are getting the push keeps going. We get Mark Henry versus The Miz, which is utter shite, and Mark Henry wins. And then we get Wyatt against the Big Show. Numbers game, distract Big Show, and Sister Abigail for the win. Fade to black.
Fade to black. Alright, people, it is time for Sugs Stunners.
So, Jobber of the Week has to go to Sandow. Lost twice to Scooby-Doo's mate. Just a joke. Move of the Week. Peace of Mind. They've changed the name, but it still looks great when he's stamping people's faces into the floor. So, that's Move of the Week. And rest of the week, I'm just going to go with Rollins again. I may just call it the Seth Rollins Award for Wrestler of the Week, because he's just running things, basically.
This guy has owned March. Like, this guy has literally owned March. He's had, I think, if not all, at least 3, Wrestlers of the Week. So
but does that mean we give him, like, when you get Manager of the Month and then you just don't win again? We don't want to give him that, do we? So,
Nah. Yeah, we just keep it as...
Let's not blow smoke up his ass too much.
Yeah.
Just give him a trophy, but don't give him one bigger than... Just don't give him a trophy any smaller than the one Hulk Hogan has, otherwise, he may wind up attacking him like Andre did.
Give him me. I'll take him. I'll give him a present.
Good. All right, people, I'm going to reserve this time now for our guests. So, Ollie first, please plug your stuff.
Yes. Come visit us at TNA Turnaround. I've been kind of slacking on the videos. The videos are coming up on Mondays or Tuesday, but at REYNDBENJI1, we have videos up every week. We talk about TNA. We enjoy it. We make a lot of jokes. We utilize a time machine that Tim Vicious needs to make sure he sets the parameters right on. Once and always, yes, please fix that. We ended up in the Civil War. They were shooting at us, and I don't know what was going on. The Master Martin took off his mask, man. He said, everyone for themselves. Of course, James Powers, you know that I am on the lookout for you. I'm going to hit you with the Sister Abigail next time I get a chance. I want to shout out to Danny Sunday. I am Danny Sunday on Twitter. Cool cat, very cool cat. Much respect to him. And that's all I got. Hollywood.
Okay. Vicky. Your time. Yeah. Plug your stuff, girl.
Well, if you just follow me on Twitter, all my links are on my bio, and I have a blog, but that's kind of beauty related. But if you follow WrestlingNewsSource.com and go to the fans view section, that's where we write our stuff. So everything is always linked on my Twitter. It's probably just easier to go to my Twitter, and everything is there all the time.
And Tim.
Check out my show, Vicious Rants, on YouTube, #Vicious Rants. Also, me and James Belmont, we started up our own podcast. It's on Podomatic. We're working on getting it on other on like iTunes and Stitcher and stuff. Just we're still working out the kinks. It's called Offshoot Radio. You know, like I said, it's on Podomatic. If you can't find it on there, look for me or him on Twitter. He's JX2001, and we'll send you a link to it. It's basically the podcast. It's like an episode of Seinfeld. It's absolutely about nothing. We talk about whatever.
Okay. All right. Cool. So 2 things. One, we're going to be doing a WrestleMania live show next week. And basically what we want to do is for every match, we want to have 2 guests for each match. So you guys, are any of you down for that if you're going to be watching it live?
Yeah.
It's not going to be broadcast live. We're just going to be recording it live as we're watching WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So is anyone down for that? Anyone want to put their name down for that?
Anyone can just jump on. Like,
just jump on.
We'll once we get the card through, we'll just tweet people, see who we're going to get on, and just see what happens.
Yeah. So
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, cool.
I'd love to, but I got a couple people coming over that night.
Oh,
so.
wow. Okay, yeah, I understand. Everyone's getting drunk up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm straight edge, man.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, sorry, CM Punk.
And 2...
Big difference between me and him, though. I don't walk out.
Oh. And 2, the second thing is, as we speak right now, we're all booked up in our diary for guests until the end of June, and I'm stopping taking bookings because we're gonna do a Beat the Clock tournament. Okay, so all bookings after that will be for the tournament. So I want to know if King, Ollie, Vicky Earls, Tim Vicious, whether you want to put your name in that hat for the Beat the Clock tournament that will be happening during that time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Cool. Tim.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. All right. That's
Definitely,
what I
I'm in.
Okay, that's the end of the show, people. Yeah, great show. I have to say thanks to King Ollie getting up at fucking 5 a.m. in the morning, too legit to quit. That's my man. Enough respect. Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you so much.
Also, I have to say thank you to the debutante, Vicky Earls. This won't be the only time you'll be on the show. We'll be back again soon, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
And obviously the Vicious Ranter himself, Mr. Tim Vicious, was always a pleasure, brother. You've been on what? Is it 3 times in the last 2 months? Something like that.
I think that's like a new record, ain't it?
Yeah, it has. We usually keep, spaces between, but yeah, man, you've been on quite a bit.
Yeah, Kinny tends to book a bit like fucking, I don't know, like fucking, what's that guy's name from the Freebirds?
Michael Hayes.
Michael Hayes.
Yeah, Michael Hayes, exactly.
Listen, man,
don't pass out on. Just don't wake up 3 days later from a Jack Daniels overdose.
With fucking Rosa and fucking Tamina in the bed.
Oh god, nah. Or basically, whoever's available, that's who's available, innit? So, bam.
To God.
I swear to God. Yeah. So, and obviously, I cannot do with this without the hashtag tech guy, the Gallum Sugar Shugs.
Always a pleasure. Never a chore.
And in the words of this week, it's going to be by, I decided to go something different, Hall of Fame-esque. So we're going to go with, in the words of Mr. T, not WrestleMania, what am I talking about? Rocky 3, the press conference where Rocky's going to retire. So, in the words of Mr. T.
I should step down, maybe, and retire.
Why you can't?
Don't give the sucker no statue. Give him guts. I told y'all I wasn't going anywhere.
Why don't you get the hell out of there?
Shut up, old man. I ain't going nowhere. And why don't you tell all these nice folks why you've been ducking me? Politics, man. This country wants to keep me down. Keep everybody weak. They don't want a man like me to have the title because I'm not a puppet like that fool up there.
You know, you've got a big mouth, you know?
Why don't you come out and close it now, boy? Come on.
You got your shot. Now give me mine. I come to people with the truth. I am rank number 1. That means I'm the best. But this bum is taking on the easy matches, fighting other bums. I'm telling you and everybody here, I'll fight him anytime, anywhere, for nothing. Hey woman, listen here. Since your old man ain't got no heart, maybe you'll like to see a real man. I bet you stay up every night dreaming you had a real man. Don't you? I'll tell you something. Why don't you bring your pretty little self over here and I'll show yourself a real man. And if you don't like that, you can choke on that slap nuts.